Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites. At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen-size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from Blackjack Stewart Arena off Highway 3 in Pilot Mound.
Welcome to Monument, Colorado for another episode of Rampage TV Live. We're here broadcasting live on WSBN TV for a 15 and under or 15 only matchup between the Colorado Thunderbirds and your host team, the Colorado Rampage. Should be a great game. I'm joined in the broadcast booth. I'm excited tonight. We've got the face of Rampage TV and host of In the Spotlight. With color commentary tonight, I've got David Cunliffe with me. David, how are you tonight?
Oh, I'm doing very good. I'm excited to be back, and I'm excited for some Rampage hockey.
Well, it should be a good matchup. This is the first time these two teams have met. Big Tier 1 rivals in the state of Colorado, both in the Tier 1 Elite League. And this one will be a good one to start them off to see how both fare this year matching up against each other.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is going to be a great test for the Rampage as well as the Thunderbirds. We're still relatively early in the season. So, I mean, you know, wins and losses, they come and go, but early in the season, those lines and the teams are trying to figure each other out and see how they play well to each other. So, nevertheless, it's going to be an exciting game of hockey tonight.
The Rampage will be starting, it looks like their starting lineup will be number 23, Jeremiah Roberts, and number 9, Jack Freitas at center with number 63, James Liu on the right wing for the Thunderbirds. The starting lineup, at least as it's been reported to me, will be number 77, Braden Hall, number 92, Sheldon Roy, and number 88, Gaines Klontz. And in goal tonight for the Rampage will be Zach Roller, a Colorado Springs local. And we'll see how he does in his first game here against the T-Birds.
So Sean, how do you think the Rampage are going to attack the T-Birds tonight?
Well, they're going to have to come with a lot of energy. Forecheck pressure, which the Rampage are known for, is going to be crucial. Their forecheck's going to be crucial tonight. But I think the big thing is going to be turnovers. Transition game is going to be very important in eliminating turnovers. And I think if the Rampage can eliminate turnovers, they're going to put themselves in obviously a better place tonight to get the victory.
Absolutely. Mistakes are always going to be the bane of any team. Well, hopefully the Rampage can come out on top today as far as that's concerned.
The Thunderbirds skate into the weekend with a record of 5-16-1. Their goals for and goals against 51-98. They played last weekend. They were playing Shattuck St. Mary's in Faribault, Minnesota. They lost 8-0, 4-0, and dropped the third one 5-1. So coming off a tough weekend for them. We'll see how they can rebound.
What are the Rampage up to?
Rampage right now are 500. They're 9-9-0. 56 goals for, 49 against. And they finished up, their last game was against the Omaha Mastery. They lost 5-1 in a tournament up in Omaha. They also lost to the Vegas Golden Knights 2-1, and they dropped one to the Rough Riders 5-3, which they've had their number most of the year. So Rampage looking to come back this weekend and turn their fortunes around.
Yeah, well, you know, those are three great teams that they're facing up against. There's nothing wrong with going down to them, but it's definitely time. And, you know, I definitely think the coaches as well as the players are going to agree that it's time to turn this around and let's try and get on a winning streak.
Well, if there's ever a time to do it, this will be the weekend. As the teams finish up their warm-ups here, we'll be looking to drop the puck here in a few minutes. We'll go ahead and go to commercial break here on WSBN TV. All right, welcome back to Monument, Colorado as we get ready for the puck drop here. Rampage in their home whites, Thunderbirds in their away black uniforms. And
it's a beautiful night for hockey tonight, Sean.
Certainly is. Definitely has hockey in the air outside.
Yeah, it's our first, we've had our first real snowstorm in the Colorado Springs / Monument area, so it's definitely the start of the real hockey season here.
So on D for the Rampage will be number 2 Logan McMichael, paired up with number 8 Trent White. White, a player out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and McMichael from Dallas, Texas. And here we go as Jeremiah Roberts steps in. He'll lose the draw. Thunderbirds gain possession early. Try to come through the neutral zone. Big hit there for the Rampage to start things off. And the Thunderbirds able to chip it down deep into the zone. Chase after there, big forecheck pressure put on. A couple big hits there on the Rampage. Put on by the forecheck pressure of the Thunderbirds. A good start for them on the forecheck. And the puck is cleared out of the zone. And here comes the Thunderbirds with numbers here. Shot on net, try to go pass across. tried to hit Quantz on the pass across, and that was defenseman number 8 for the Rampage, White, breaking that play up.
You know, I gotta say, that was a great start to the game by Peyton Sleesman, number 25. Came out hard, set the tone physically. Hopefully the Rampage are able to carry that through the rest of the game and take advantage of that.
Face off to the right of Roller. Second line out here for the Rampage. Hayden Hunter takes a draw. He'll win it back to the corner and up top. Shot blocked by Hunter. Picked up by the Thunderbirds and out of the zone. Here comes number 17, Keegan Bradshaw. Bradshaw throws it in the middle of the ice. Nobody home. Thunderbirds pick it up, and here they come out of the zone. Across the blue line. And tries to throw it to net. Good defensive play as Hunter came back on the back check there to break that up. And that's defenseman number 10, Mason Blair for the Rampage. Mason Root with a hit in the corner here. Ames throws it up the ice. Up to Bradshaw. Bradshaw tries to go across ice. Can't connect. Blair now with it. And Blair will throw it down deep.
Good opportunity for a change here. Let's hopefully they can capitalize, get some fresh legs out there.
Here comes the Thunderbirds now across the red line. Across the blue. Ferniak steps up with a stick there and tries to throw it out of the zone. Ferniak takes a couple whacks at it. And the puck not able to clear. Up to the point. Shot tip goes wide and high. Race after it for the Thunderbirds. He'll throw it up to the top. Shot on net. Trickles through. Just about made it to the net. It hit a couple bodies in front. But goes wide without any issues. And we're going to get a penalty here as the Thunderbirds are going to be going to the box. And the Rampage are going to get their first power play.
Yeah, he just stepped up just a little too soon. He didn't quite have the puck yet. And, you know, you got to wait until he has possession of the puck before he step up and lay the body on somebody.
So 15:09 left to go here in the first period. The Rampage will get their first opportunity on the power play. And it looks like Hayden Hunter. Roberts will be out there, and Jack Freitas, number 9, from Aspen, Colorado, will be on the forward line here. Looks like Roberts is going to line up at the top point, and they're going to have Trent White on defense. So 4 forwards and 1 D here. White with the puck, passes it over. Roberts with it now at the point. Roberts tried to find White, gets picked off. Here comes the Thunderbirds. Trent White trying to get back. Shot save made by Roller.
Oh, right between the legs. Oh, he saved it. He saved it. I thought it went in for sure. What a save by Roller.
So Roller makes the save on a partial breakaway. As a turnover there at the blue line by Roberts. And Hayden Hunter will step in to take the draw. And the Rampage will push it forward, chased after by Roberts. Roberts with a lot of speed, David, as he throws it back. Oh, nice pass to Hunter. Hunter had some room, didn't get the shot off. Thunderbirds did a nice job converging on the shooting lanes. Back over to Hunter. Hunter shot on net. Sails over to the top of the net. Back up top. Roberts to Hunter. Hunter shot. Freitas net front. Save made by the goaltender.
You know, the Rampage, they're getting a lot of opportunities on this power play so far. They just got to hit the net. They've missed a couple so far. I think if they dial it in, they're going to get some to trickle in.
We'll get a change here and a new group on the ice for the Rampage. Roberts will stay out there at the point. Freitas stays on. And we see that's number 19 for the Rampage on the ice at the other top point. And I'm going to have to check. I don't have a number 19 on my score sheet here. So Ames wearing number 19. Avon Ames. Oh, sorry. Avon Ames is on the sheet. So playing at the top here, Ames is going to have to come back and retrieve. Avon Ames from Whitefish, Montana, getting an opportunity on the power play. He replaced number 8, Trent White. The Rampage will get a wholesale change. We'll see a new group. This will be number 18, Kyle Kellenberg, taking the draw. He'll center up number 14, Gunnar Gleesman, and number 25, Peyton Skiesman. Peyton Skiesman on the ice in the corner for him. tries to throw it up top, loses it, and here comes the Thunderbirds. Good play there by Bradshaw playing D. David, as he stepped up there, made a nice stick check.
Absolutely. You definitely want to step up in that situation. Make your stick. We always preach tape-to-tape contact. Did we not?
Here comes the Thunderbirds now. Still shorthanded for 27 more seconds. Gleesman with the puck. He'll skate it out of the zone. Gunnar Gleesman, another Aspen product. Big size on that body. Probably pushing 6'4" right now. Size will serve him well. You can't teach size, David.
Absolutely. It's a God-given gift, and a good job again. Tape-on-tape contact by Sleesman to put that out of play. You know, the guy had a step or two on him, and he was able to get his stick in the way, and complete the play.
Derek Fay steps in for the face-off. And puck up to Sawyer. Sawyer's going to chip it in. Cody Sawyer, a Crested Butte product, has it in the corner. Rampage now unable to do anything on that power play. Thunderbirds full strength. Roller will play it out to Fay. Fay up the ice, hits Sawyer. Sawyer tries to dump it down deep, takes a big hit.
Confident play by Roller to get it out of that zone.
Here comes the Thunderbirds now. Shot on net, just goes wide. Good play there by Butson to skate in the middle, get a shot. Another shot. Traffic in front, sails over the net. Back to the point, blocked out front that time by Rampage defenseman Default. And the ice is, puck's thrown down the ice. We'll get an icing here. And with 12:28 left to go here in the first period, a scoreless game. The Rampage with an opportunity on the power play, just got a couple chances at all. It was all they got. That was about it. And the Thunderbirds back at it here with the face-off to the right of Zach Roller. And it'll be Hayden Hunter stepping in for the draw. Hunter is centering up Gunnar Gleesman. And number 7, Keegan Bradshaw. Shot on net, save made. Puck in the corner, Thunderbirds break it out of his own. Errant pass there. They're going to have to go back and chase it back. And some good forecheck pressure put on here by the Rampage as they keep the Thunderbirds bottled up in their own zone here. Hayden Hunter working hard down low, throwing up to the half wall. And a nice job there by Mason Blair.
Nice step up by Mason there. That was a gutsy call, but it was the right move there.
Kept the play alive for now, at least. Battling now in the neutral zone. Rampage will pick it up. Try to find Ferniak. Ferniak misses it. He has to go back and retrieve. He'll throw it up the boards. Nice pass there. He finds Peyton Sleesman. Sleesman goes down in the corner. Roberts throws it on net. Blocked out front. James Liu now with it in the corner. He'll cycle it back. Throwing up top. Shot on net. Gets through. Ooh. Save made. And the puck back squirts over into the corner. Back up top. D-to-D pass. And we're going to get a penalty in front.
There's some rough stuff going on. Can't quite tell if it's the goalie or the forward getting the call.
So Jeremiah Roberts.
Yeah, looks like Jeremiah's going to get it.
Got tied up in front of the net there. Roberts coming off a concussion injury. Nice to have him back on the ice. But he'll go to the box here.
And generally, folks, tie goes to the goalie in that position. It's just what we got to do. We got to protect those goaltenders. But
so he'll go off for an interference penalty. And the Thunderbirds will take to the ice for the first time their power play here. And we'll see what the Rampage can do. Killing. Derek Fay steps up to take the draw. He'll lose it. And the Thunderbirds maintain possession, but Fay in position here. He'll get it, clear it, chip it down the ice. And we'll get an icing. Face off back in the Rampage zone. Cody Sawyer on the ice killing this, along with defensemen Ames and White. As Fay steps in to take the draw. 11:03 left to go. As the Thunderbirds try to connect here on their first power play of the game. Puck up top, throws back down all the way around into the corner. Qantas throws it back the other direction. Chased after it there, picked up behind the net by White. White turns, reverses it, throws it around the boards. Stop there at the point and chip back into play. Back behind the net, White will throw it back up to the point. Nice job there. Blocked, but out of the zone as Fay was able to chip it off his backhand off the boards and out. Here comes the Thunderbirds, cross the blue line. Shot on net, Roller covers, and we'll get a face-off to his left. So some good action in front of Roller.
Way to settle it down, especially on that penalty kill when you sense your guys are running around. As a goaltender, you really just want to settle it down, let the guys reset, maybe get a change and get going again.
Jack Freitas will step in for this draw as he takes the ice. With number 89, Sean McLaughlin. Trying to kill this one off. Rampage, good block there by Freitas. And he'll try to clear the zone, unable to. Thunderbirds maintain possession. Good battle there, and Freitas gets a stick on it and gets it out of the zone. So a couple blocks there by Jack Freitas. And here comes the Thunderbirds trying to get it across their zone. And again, Freitas there to intercept. Can't get it out though. Laughlin throws it around the boards, all the way around and out. Rampage will get a change. Freitas goes off, replaced by Roman Brown, number 21.
Good job there, not just dumping it all the way around and making sure they have to come all the way up the ice again.
Kyle Kellenberg on as well for this kill. As Mason Root with the puck now. Mason Root from Pueblo, Colorado. Dishes it over, puck goes up top, back across. Shooting lane potentially open, shot save made by Roller. He saw it all the way. He did have traffic, but was able to see that puck and make the save.
He was able to get it. It was that was not an easy puck to see, that's for sure. He was looking through about 5 or 6 guys, was able to get it, settle it down, and get his team another lifeline. Only 10 seconds left too. Hope.
Derek Fay steps up for the draw. 10 seconds left to go on this power play for the Thunderbirds. A couple shots on net is all they've been able to muster. Over to the half wall. They'll pull up. Butson throws it up to the top of the point. Thunderbirds will play it back down in the corner. Butson now with it. Played by Ferniak. Ferniak ties him up in the corner. Good deep position for Ferniak. He's got Roberts there out of the box to help him. Good battle. Ferniak tries to throw it up and along the boards and out of the zone. Thunderbirds will regroup and throw it right back in.
Up and out.
And it's out of the rink. Puck out of play. We'll get a whistle. And a face-off outside the zone with 8:54 left to go. So as these two teams try to kind of figure each other out, what are your thoughts, David, so far?
You know, I think there's a lot of back and forth play. I do think the Rampage might like to spend a little more time in the offensive zone. But, you know, it's still the first period. Both teams are still feeling each other out, and there's a lot of game left.
Hayden Hunter, center ice, wins the draw back. And the Rampage, Gunnar Gleesman gets it in the zone. Not deep though, and gives the Rampage or the Thunderbirds an opportunity to try to regroup in the neutral zone. They try to go D to D back to that center lane, no one home, and they'll get an icing here. So a face-off down to the other end. And we'll get a face-off to the right of goaltender Bronson Pankey, number 79. Hayden Hunter will step up to take the draw. Hunter wins it back. Shot on net, blocked. And out of play.
That was a glove save, nice glove save.
Oh, it did.
Quick shot, yeah, man.
It's tough to see. It looked like it went out of play from this angle. We're on the opposite side of the rink. Mason Blair with the shot on net.
That was a laser.
And Pankey makes the stop. Keegan Bradshaw now in to take the draw. And we'll get a whistle before the puck drops. We'll do it all over again.
False start. 5 yards. 10 yards. I don't know. Can tell I watch hockey.
Bradshaw steps into the circle. And the Thunderbirds gain possession here. Big hit there by Gleesman, and he's going to take a penalty. Policeman's been struggling this year. Takes a lot of penalties, that big size, and he's going to go to the box again for a boarding call.
I think the debate here is going to be about whether or not the angle was harsh. You know, it looked like he at least tried to go for the side, but, you know, if you see those players' numbers, you just got to back off. So we'll see what he gets here. Hopefully it's nothing too major. It looked like the other player was all right, so I don't think it's going to be anything too bad, hopefully.
Well, they're going to at least give him a 2 and a 10. His 2 players are now in the box.
Yep.
So we'll get 2 minutes on the clock. So Gleason will go for a 2 and a 10. So he'll sit for the next 12 minutes, and the Rampage will be back on the penalty kill.
That's just one of those borderline ones. If you see the numbers, you just got to ease up. It can be called either way, and unfortunately he gets the 2 and 10. But good thing is the kid's all right, so we're back to hockey.
Nice job by Freitas to win the draw. He just shot it outside the zone, right off the draw, and the Thunderbirds will have to regroup in the neutral zone. Here they come to set up now. Picked off by Blair. Blair will throw it down the length of the ice, and we'll get an icing here. And a face-off back down in the Rampage zone to the right of goaltender Zach Roller.
You know, icing's not always the worst thing on the penalty kill here. Sometimes you just need a little reset, get possession of the puck, and you get back going.
Yeah, we talked about it last week. Be nice to see this rule eliminated from USA Hockey, but it is what it is, so we'll...
Don't we all wish, huh?
We'll get a face-off on the icing, and Thunderbirds will have to regroup in their neutral zone. Across the blue line now. Good job by the Rampage to step up, plug up that opportunity. Picked up now. Here's a wide-open shot. Great save with his left pad. So a nice pass across, and Rampage goaltender Roller, heck of a job, and he'll cover up here again. So Roller with a couple big saves.
Zachary Roller is seeing everything today, folks. He's seeing everything. He's got great movement. It's a great game so far from him. Hopefully we can get a little bit more offense down on the other side, give him a little bit of help, but awesome play so far.
Gains Quantz for the Thunderbirds with a great shot there, and Roller flashed that left pad and has kept this one 0-0. Sawyer now for the Rampage, steps in for the draw. He'll win it back. Throwing around the boards, and the Rampage will be able to clear here. Nope, it's kept in. The Thunderbirds will now forecheck pressure applied by Hall, picked up by the Rampage, thrown around the boards. Sleesman there checks his man. Back up top, pass down to the half wall. Thunderbirds setting up in a bit of an overload here, and they'll send their corner guy to the net. And a nice little turn move. Shot on net, Roller with the save, so they're looking for that one-timer by Gaines Quantz, and Roller has been on top of it, coming across now, making a second save on a one-time shot from Quantz.
He's on top of it, I tell you what. Especially on this penalty kill, a goalie needs to be very aware of their side-to-side movement, and Zachary just seems right on top of it today.
Cody Sawyer from Crested Butte, Colorado, steps up. He'll lose the draw. Thunderbirds maintain possession. Nice cross-ice pass. Mason Root fires the shot. Tip, and it goes wide. Root with a heck of a release. He's always had a good shot off of his stick, and you got to be watching him. You don't want to give him a lot of time and space with that puck.
Absolutely, Sean. He's the kind of guy you want to get as much pressure on, and just like Mr. White did here, he was able to get tape on tape and tip that right out of the zone. Great job on him as far as defense goes.
Peyton Sleesman will step in for the draw, and he'll win it back. Rampage White turns, throws it into the neutral zone. Thunderbirds will regroup here. Hit put on Root. Thunderbirds maintain possession. Chip back behind the net. Oh, nice pass out front, but blocked there by Sawyer. And here comes Sleesman. Sleesman falls coming across the blue line there. Tripped up.
Blue line just grabbed him. Happens sometimes.
And the Thunderbirds will clear, tip it in. Rampage will have to regroup behind their net. Throwing up the ice. That'll do it. As they killed off the second penalty of the game, we're back to 5-on-5 action with 6:20 left to go here in the first period. Icing.
All right, so Rampage are going to be setting back up. We got 6 minutes and 8 seconds left to sort this out. Obviously, we want to get back down into the Thunderbirds lane, or zone rather. Let's see if we can win this face-off and get down deep.
All right, off the draw here, Rampage throws it around, kept in. There's an opportunity, Roller with a big save, Default will clear the rebound. And into the zone, Default will skate it. Kenny Default doing a nice job there, keeping possession of the puck, gets it down deep, but the Thunderbirds will exit the zone pretty easily here, and here they come across the blue line. Blocked there by Roberts, nice back check by him. Default up the ice, passes up. Roman Brown tried to connect there, couldn't. And Rampage McLaughlin will throw it down deep. And we'll get a wholesale change. All four guys, Ames will stay on the ice, and we'll get four new players for the Rampage as the Thunderbirds throws it up. They try the home run chip pass. Can't connect. We'll get an icing and a face-off. Back down to the left of goaltender Bronson Pankey.
So perfect opportunity for the Rampage to take advantage and get a shot on goal here. Let's see how they produce here.
Hayden Hunter will step in to take the draw. He's got Thomas Ferniak and Kenny Default on D behind him. See if he can win it back. It does go. Oh, it ended up back on Ames' stick.
Reset.
So even Ames wasn't Default in there. He changes it up. So Ferniak and Ames back at the point. Hunter will try to win it back to Ames here. We'll see if he can have some success. They do. Ames with it. Throws it back down the half wall. Shot intercepted. And here comes the Thunderbirds. Ferniak will have to step up. Nice little chip play up to Hunter. Hunter with it now. Skates across the blue line. Passes in front. Was trying to find number 18 for the Rampage. Couldn't connect on that pass. Now Kellenberg was there. Picked off. Dumped back in by the Thunderbirds. Down deep. Ferniak chases. He'll pick it up in his corner. Takes a big hit there on the forecheck. Gets the puck up the boards and out of the zone. Here comes the Rampage. Picked off there.
Great play by Ferniak to get out of the zone. He knew it was going to take a hit, and he still skated through the play and made that pass.
Blair with it. Does a nice job defending, and Rampage able to get out of their zone here. James Liu now tries to get it deep. He'll pick it up, throws it out front. Intercepted there by the T-Birds. And here they come with some speed. Good job there by Blair to step up. Fontes now with it, makes a nice move, but Freitas picks it off. Here comes Freitas. He's got some room. Freitas down the ice. Shot on net by Freitas. He just goes wide and high with it. He had Lou driving with him. So good opportunity there by the Rampage. Just didn't quite connect on a... Got to hit the net there, Coach. Got to get on net.
Absolutely. You miss 99% of the shots you don't take. Well, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and you miss 99% of those that miss the net.
Back behind the net now, throwing up the wall. Sawyer, good body position.
Way to tip it out of the zone there.
Freitas comes over to help out. And Freitas and Sawyer go off on a change. Thunderbirds come across the blue line here. Good defensive play by the Rampage. McMichael. McMichael with it, goes D to D to Blair. Blair to Lou. Lou tries to get it deep, can't. He's knocked down. And Thunderbirds will gain possession. Here comes the Thunderbirds. This is Mason Root with some speed. Goes off sides. Seth Banner was one step ahead of Root. And we'll get an offsides call and a face-off in the neutral zone with 2:58 left to go here in the first period.
I gotta say, what a tremendous hockey game we're watching so far. Such speed, such skill. None of that nasty rough stuff. It's good old-fashioned hockey.
Important year for both of these teams, 2007 birth years. This is the Futures Draft for the United States Hockey League, the premier Tier 1 junior hockey league in the country. We're looking at these 07 birth years this year, and they'll be drafting these guys in their first Futures Draft next May. So certainly all these guys hoping to have a good season.
Nice shot by Fay there. Fry there.
See if they can get picked up at the end of the year and advance their game down the road into the USHL, which is a dream of these kids. Number 23, Roberts, already signed a tender in the Western Hockey League.
Oh, absolutely. This league that they're in provides them such a great opportunity to showcase their skills, get noticed at the next level, and even at these tournaments they can get exposure to the level after that. So it's just, this exposure, I got to say, this Rampage TV, it's one of the greatest things that's happened with youth hockey. Getting these kids on TV, getting them the exposure that they deserve, and hopefully we're watching the next generation of NHLers here.
Roberts with the puck, he'll lose the draw. Rampage back behind their net. Goes D to D with it. And cleared out of the zone, picked off there by Roberts. Roberts shot on net, just goes wide. Save made as it comes off the half wall, or off the boards behind the net, and Pankey will hang on to it. We'll get a face-off to his left with 2:19 left to go here in the first period. Roberts, Sleesman, and looks like Derek Fry, number 27. He'll battle in the corner, fires it around the boards. Kept in nicely by Trent White. Back behind the net now. And kept in, thrown down around the boards by Default. And here comes the Thunderbirds across the blue line. Default shot on that. Roller makes the save. I'd like to see Default step up there. He kind of got stuck in the mud standing there and was a little bit of a screen for Roller.
Yeah, he did a good enough job keeping him to the outside. You teach young defensemen, you want to keep them outside of those dots when the forward's coming in. But ideally, you want to step up between the blue line and the top of the circles just to put that extra bit of pressure on so they don't get such a clear shot on your goaltender.
Hayden Hunter, number 20, will step in on the draw here. To the right of Zach Roller. And Thunderbirds will win the draw. Comes across, tops the circles, through the slot area. Good defensive pressure there. Great puck pursuit, and here comes Hunter with the Rampage. He'll take a hit coming across the blue line. That was defenseman Joshua Force for the Thunderbirds. Knocked Hunter to the ice. Puck thrown down deep. And the Thunderbirds will go to work on their forecheck here. Nice job by Ames to throw it up the ice, and here comes the Rampage. Number 21 for the Rampage, Roman Brown, gets it knocked off his stick. And Roman Brown throws it to the middle. Nobody home there. He was looking for Sawyer, although it was kind of a blind backhand pass. Sawyer to Brown. Brown can't connect. And the Thunderbirds out of the zone.
We got 1 minute left. 1 minute in the first.
Ames with it. McLaughlin got away with one there. Could have been a tripping call coming across that blue line. The referee kept the whistle in the pocket. Probably a good no call there. Here comes Freitas. Freitas turns, tries to fire it across. Good play there by Freitas. He was looking for Sawyer. Shot on net with Sawyer in front. And Pankey will hold on to it.
It's definitely a position you want to be in. 38 seconds left. You got a face-off down in their zone. It's a good opportunity to set up something, get something late before the end of the period, get that pendulum swinging in your direction.
Jack Freitas will step in to take the draw. Right-handed shot here. Tries to win it back. And he does, but the Thunderbirds able to clear it out of the zone. And we'll get an icing as Thomas Berniak skates back. We'll get a whistle, and they'll do it all over again to the left of Pankey.
Same thing. You just want to get possession here, get a shot on that, and see what happens there.
Jack Freitas steps in for the draw. And it's one back. Shot on net. Save made by Pankey. Rebound is there. Shot. Big save made on Sawyer. Sawyer turned with the rebound, and Pankey stands big there to keep this game even. 16 seconds left to go as this period winds down. McMichael with it. McMichael chips it off the wall, tries to hit Freitas, and it bounces through the neutral zone. Good job there. Here comes Sawyer. Sawyer with an opportunity. Shot. Save made by Pankey. Rebound. And a great save. So some good late pressure there. You talked about it, David. 37 seconds, and they needed to have an opportunity. They did. A couple of nice opportunities. And at the end of the first, we're scoreless.
Hey, as I always say, 37 seconds, you have 37 opportunities to put that puck in the net. And exactly what happened. Even on that last drive, he didn't have the greatest angle on that, but he was able to put it on net, create an opportunity for his trailer, and man, they just about scored it to finish out that first period.
We'll take a commercial break here, and we'll come back on WSBN TV. Okay, we're back on the air here with 17 minutes on the clock. Teams will switch sides, 0-0 hockey game, Thunderbirds versus Rampage. And we'll see.
Sean, you've always been a hockey mentor, man. What do you think the Rampage need to do to get ahead in this second period?
Well, they got to stay out of the penalty box, that's for sure. A couple penalties that period really hurts the flow. And they just got to get shots on net, establish that forecheck. They haven't been able to get in there and really get some sustained pressure on the T-Birds, so that's something they're going to have to try to adjust this period and start getting a little more unrelentless on that forecheck.
Absolutely. I think it tipped up at the end of that period, but I think they got to tilt that ice in the direction, spend a little more time in the Thunderbird zone.
So we'll get a new face-off here. And it'll be one back by the Rampage. And some good pressure put on there by the Thunderbirds. Got chipped out, and here comes Roberts. Roberts to Lou. Can't connect with Lou, and it'll be offsides here. So just not quite connecting yet, David. We haven't seen. See if we can get them to put together a few string of passes and utilize this rush.
Absolutely. Once I think they get a little bit momentum, spend a little more time in the zone, I think it's going to make a big difference here.
Thunderbirds win the draw. And they'll come out through the neutral zone, cross the blue line. Skates down in the corner, throws it around. And the defenseman for the T-Birds will pinch down, keep it down deep. Roberts picks it up. Turns the puck over there with an errant pass. And Rampage remain bottled up in their D zone here. Up the half wall and cleared out. Thunderbirds maintain possession. Good pressure put on by Lou. And back behind the net is Hewitt for the Thunderbirds. He'll throw it up the ice. Tipped and out of the play. So Thunderbirds trying that long stretch play in the neutral zone. Hasn't been successful yet for them. That one tipped off a stick and out of play. We'll get a face-off in the neutral zone.
Well, it's one of those plays where if it goes right, but the majority of the time you're just going to end up in this position where it's either an icing or something there in the middle.
crucial for that defenseman to step up and eliminate that play there as they're looking to tip that puck into the center for a center swinging. Here comes the Rampage, chips it down deep. We're going to get an icing. And a face off to the other end. So a lot of whistles, not a lot of flow yet.
You know, I think that comes as a result as the teams still haven't, you know, we're still scoreless. I don't think the teams quite have yet found the breaking point or the real solution to each other. I think they're still trying to figure each other out.
Face off to the right of Roller. And the Rampage will win the draw, and here they come. Across their blue line. Thunderbirds step up and easily snuff that play out. Through the neutral zone. Rampage gets an opportunity there. And puck down. Thrown out front. Blocked there. Chipped out. And a shot by the Rampage is going to go wide. Hayden Hunter chases after it. Faye steps in. Makes a nice check. And out of the zone. Here comes a stretch pass. Here's Mason Root on a breakaway. Root, score. So they look for that stretch play. That's what they look for. Setting that player outside the zone, turn, throw it up the ice, and excuse me.
Yep, that's what we were looking for. You know, the whole game they've been looking for that stretch pass, and they found the right guy. You know, we were talking about earlier. Mason Root's got that deadly shot, so if he's left alone, you know, you're likely going to pay. So the Rampage need to be on the lookout for that. See, you know, we can play it off as a cheap trick, but when it works, it sure works.
That defenseman can't get caught snoozing in the neutral zone as Thunderbirds spring Mason Root free, and he's not going to miss those very often. Top shelf beats Roller, and it's 1-0 with 15:09 left to go here in the first period. Sawyer will step in, or actually that's number 9, Jack Freitas will step in for the draw. He's got Sawyer to his right. Rampage win the draw. They'll dump it down deep. And off they go on the forecheck pressure. Kept up top. Shot on net. Blocked in front. That was blocked by Burr for the T-Birds. And the T-Birds maintain possession in the neutral zone here. Hit by Freitas, the T-Birds bench. And Rampage will throw it up the ice. And we'll get an icing.
Just a little bit behind the pass that he wanted.
Freitas doing a good job stepping up on his play. His player there. And they'll go for a change. We'll see Roberts on the ice with Lou. And number 25, Peyton Sleesman. Thunderbirds gain possession off the draw. Rampage have it behind their own net. Chips it out of the zone to Lou. Lou fires it deep. Chased after there by Roberts.
Ran into his own guy there.
And Lou pressuring after it. Sleesman gains possession on the half wall. Good forecheck pressure here by the Rampage.
Oh, nice pressure by Lou there.
Roberts tries to wrap it. Hits. Oh, great save there as the puck was right in front, right in the crease there. And Pankey able to make the save, but a nifty move by Roberts to get that puck in front. Pankey comes up big. Going around the boards, kept in by the Rampage. Another shot on net. Roberts gets the tip, gets a shot. So Roberts working with Lou there. So we get some good forecheck pressure.
What a tremendous shift by James Lou. He's the one. He set this up in the corner. He went after that guy. It squirted it out. They almost got a chance. I'm not sure who kept it in, but whoever kept it in did an amazing job. It came back down. The Rampage put more pressure on, and what it did was it just set up that beautiful goal.
So that's the forecheck pressure we were hoping to see, as the Rampage providing some good pressure on the Thunderbirds defensemen. They can't quite clear it, and opportunities abound. It's in the back of the net. It's 1-1 as Jeremiah Roberts cashes in on some great work by his line mate James Lou. Here come the Rampage again. A little bit of jump now to their step. Thunderbirds clear the zone. Good back check pressure. And the Thunderbirds, here they come through the neutral zone. No room there. Good step up. And shot on net. Roller unable to make the save. So here are the Thunderbirds right back down the other end. And found some room. Pass it over in the slot. And it's in the back of the net. So it's a 2-1 hockey game.
Yeah, that's the fault with getting a goal. You got to keep that momentum on your side. So now we're right back where we were. But, you know, how many shots separate us now? 1?
13-17 left to go here in the second period. 1-1 hockey game. Radis loses the draw for the Rampage, and Thunderbirds will be able to chip it down deep. Coming off the half wall, Rampage able to get it out of their zone. Thunderbirds will throw it back down. We'll get a intentional offsides and a facing outside in the neutral zone. Now they're going to bring that all the way down. They're going to call it fully intentional, so we'll get a face off just to the right of goaltender Bronson Pankey.
Perfect opportunity. Let's get one on the Rampage side. Even this up. Get the momentum back in our favor.
Radis steps in to take the draw. He's centering up Derek Fry and number 21 Roman Brown. Thomas Ferniak and Avon Ames on D. Up to Ames, he'll keep it deep. Radis. Forecheck pressure on Smith. And the Thunderbirds able to clear the zone. Ferniak does a nice job stepping up there. Ames comes over to help out. Tries to clear it, kept in by the Thunderbirds. And here they'll walk off the wall with it, back to the middle of the ice, shot and a goal. So the Thunderbirds, that's number 88, Gaines Quantz, gained possession of the puck, walked to the middle of the ice, and that's another shot and another goal. Top shelf, glove hand on Roller.
You know, this one's a little different. It's not off a breakaway. He was able to skate around the top of the circles and get access to shoot. You know, if we were running around a little bit, we just got to get somebody to lock down that center lane and make sure that he doesn't get into the house to get that great scoring opportunity.
Thunderbirds win the draw. Up through the neutral zone. Big hit put on there by Roberts. No call as play good shoulder-to-shoulder check.
That was a good hit. Good hit.
Puck hits the netting up top, and we'll get a face-off down in the Rampage zone with 12:24 left to go here in the second period. We'll take a break at intermission halfway through this period. We had an interview lined up, but it fell apart, so we're going to be taking a break in the action as the Zamboni fixes the ice. About 5 minutes away from our break here. Here comes the Rampage, win the draw. Roberts with it, Roberts. In the zone, fires it on net, just goes wide. Sawyer picks it up off the half wall, up top. Oh, can't quite connect there. Sean McLaughlin can't quite handle the puck, and Rampage will have to regroup all the way back in their own zone and set themselves up in the defensive zone here. Thunderbirds working at it from the corner, throws it up top to the point, throwing back down deep. McLaughlin with it, he'll throw it around the boards. Good job, good hand-eye coordination by the Thunderbirds shot. Good block there by the Rampage. And back in the neutral zone. Up the ice, intercepted. Thunderbirds across the blue line, drop pass, picked off there. And here comes the Rampage back down the ice. This is Roberts, throws it to the middle. Nobody home, picked off there.
Lou on the forecheck, here we go.
Lou throws it back down deep. And Crawford for the Thunderbirds will chip it to him. Try to chip it to himself or up to the half wall and not out of the zone. Picked up by Lou. Here comes Lou. And Crawford gets it out. Rampage will have to regroup in the neutral zone. Oh, big turnover there, center ice, and it springs Mason Root for another breakaway. Nice job there by Trent White to come back and shut that down. Root, shot save made by Roller. They're shooting high on him now, David. They know. Shoot high on Roller. You may have an opportunity. Yep. Another shot from the point. Tip goes wide.
So far they've had 2 goals and both of them been upstairs.
Rampage now trying to gain possession in their neutral zone. Big hit there put on. Oh, and another big hit by Lou. And a good step up by the Rampage and out of the zone. Thunderbirds will keep it in. Some physical hockey, some good hits mid-ice.
Yeah, that's the key to this game for the Rampage now. It seems that the Thunderbirds now, they have a bit of a lead. They feel more comfortable to take those physical liberties. So the Rampage need to not back down. They need to not be scared to go into those corners. They gotta win those races, win those hits, and assert their dominance. And ideally, they want to bury one before we take our break.
Radis wins the draw back. And Rampage advance it. This is Gleesman. Gleesman gets knocked to the ice and cleared out of the zone up into the netting, and we'll get a face-off in the neutral zone. So Jack Freitas, Gunnar Gleesman, 2 players from Aspen, Colorado, playing together on this Rampage team in Monument. And they team up here with Keegan Bradshaw. He will be to the left of Freitas. Freitas wins the draw. Gleesman can't quite handle it, and the Thunderbirds will clear the zone. One thing about Jack Freitas, David, is you'll see a lot of face-offs won off his stick. He's a good face-off player, and I think he's only lost 1 or so tonight.
Yeah, and he understands. It's one of the most important plays in hockey. Everyone growing up wants to take the draw, but it decides who starts with possession. And hockey is such a possession game. It's so important to get that win.
So Freitas will step in. He'll win it back. Shot blocked. And Gleesman throws it around the wall. Up top now. Kept in, and Rampage maintained possession for just a second. Smith will take it away from Bradshaw and back down the ice. Good defensive play there by Sean McLaughlin, but we're going to get a penalty. You're probably going to say he was a little bit too close to the boards. It was a good step up there at the blue line, finished his check, and the T-Birds players tumbles into the boards, and we're going to get a penalty.
We'll see what he calls here. That was a bit of a nasty tumble there. Hopefully he's all right.
So we'll await the call here.
Looks like it's Matthew Lopez over there.
The Thunderbird coach will come across to check on him.
Looks like he's up and moving.
And we're going to get a 2-minute penalty. Is on the board. It'll be a 2 and a 10. So McLaughlin will have to sit for 10 minutes. And that'll be... So we'll get a... As he goes to the box, 9:28 left to go here in the period. And a face-off back in the Rampage zone to the left of Zach Roller.
So in this situation, Sean, we got about 1.5 minutes until the break. Of course, it comes down to whether or not they're doing it right on the dot or they play till the whistle. Likely it's the whistle. So we really just want to try and keep it out of the zone and keep them away from that net, right?
Yeah, you've got to. This is a big kill here. It's a pivotal point in the hockey game. Thunderbirds score here, and it's a pretty insurmountable 4-1 lead halfway through the game. You've got to get a kill here, keep this thing at a 2-goal, and get out of this period just down 2. That's the hope.
Absolutely. And a 2-goal lead is one of those where it's they call the 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in hockey. If you can keep that into the break, you can get a good break, get a good tuck, and get back to business.
Off the draw, Thunderbirds control. They'll set it up. Sawyer pressuring. Helped out there by Mason Blair. Blair playing those corners. Sawyer providing pressure, does a nice job. And puck squirts out of the zone. Thunderbirds are going to have to regroup. Here comes Crawford now. Lines it up with a little bit of speed. Crawford skates it through the neutral zone. Comes across the blue line. He'll skate it all the way down and set it up. Cross ice pass tipped by the Rampage. Thunderbirds will maintain possession. Oh, an errant pass there off a skate. Gives an opportunity for the Rampage to clear.
Great job of wasting time here. Not all the way down, just to make them skate back in their zone and take time off the clock.
Derek Fay killing here with Jeremiah Roberts. Here comes the Thunderbirds into the zone.
Way to step up.
Good play there by Avon Ames. And puck is thrown down the ice. And no icing. The icing is waved off here. There's Roberts. Thinking he was going to hear a whistle, and no whistle.
Great hustle by Jeremiah there. Keep that thing going. And he's still on him.
Thunderbirds pressured by Roberts, and they'll cycle it back to Clance. And here comes Clance with some speed out of the zone. Beats the forecheck pressure of Roberts. And here comes Clance. Nice pass shot. Save made by Roller.
What a save. What a save.
Roller coming across as Clance finds Mason Root. And Root, again, with that quick release.
It's time for the Zamboni.
Roller in good position there to make the save. And that'll be it. We will have go ahead and blow it dead here. We'll get a break for the Zamboni with 7:52 left. We'll come back here to finish up the second half of the second period. And we'll see if the Rampage can go in, regroup, as they'll have 24 seconds left to kill on this power play, the Thunderbirds power play. And we'll see if they can go back to work and get this game back within one. Thoughts on the period so far, David?
You know, the fact that they're down 2 goals, if I'm going into that locker room, it's not insurmountable. You really don't want the boys hanging their heads because, from up here, it's been a back and forth game. It's been a high-paced game. It hasn't been, the Thunderbirds start out a bit in the Rampage zone, but, it's been back and forth. Rampage have spent their time. The Thunderbirds have spent their time. So boys need to stay up. The boys need to get their heads back together, figure out a plan for attacking the Thunderbirds defense, and just get more shots on net. I mean, that's what hockey boils down to. You get possession, you get shots on net. I think if they can do both of those things, I think they'll be more than successful in the second half.
We'll see if they can do that. We'll take a break here on Rampage TV, WSBN Sports. Thanks to ASTV Productions for all their work to make this happen. And we'll be back here for the second half of the second period.
At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen-size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, wing night Wednesdays, buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from Blackjack Stewart Arena off Highway 3 in Pilot Mound. Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from Blackjack Stewart Arena off Highway 3 in Pilot Mound.
Welcome back to Monument, Colorado, Monument Ice Rinks. As we get ready to start here, the second period is the Colorado Rampage walking over to their bench to take the ice. And we'll wait here for the Thunderbirds to get on the ice.
Those are some excited gentlemen ready to get out there. I think they realize their position they're in. I think, with just 2 goals down, a whole half of a game left, there's no reason to be down. There's lots of game left, lots of shots left, lots of turnovers left, lots of hits left.
Oh, this game is far from over. The Rampage have a great opportunity to win this. They've just got to maintain better possession of the puck here. And they've got to hit the net when they get their opportunities. Let's go ahead and take a break here. We'll take a quick commercial before the referees come out. And we'll be back to the action here in a few minutes. All right, welcome back to Monument Ice Rinks here in Monument, Colorado. Colorado Thunderbirds versus the Colorado Rampage 15-0 action. These are 2007 birth year players looking to advance their careers. Both teams play in the Tier 1 Elite Hockey League. And big rivalry here between these two organizations. We'll have on Sunday the 16s and 18s playing. We'll be broadcasting live here on Sunday morning. The 16s start at 10:15 and the 18s go at 12:30. Both these teams, all three teams, 16s, 18s, and the 15s will be up in Denver tomorrow to play the Thunderbirds on their home ice. Pretty good rivalry, David. Pretty good rivalry between these two teams.
No, these two teams go way back. I mean, even from when I was a kid, the Thunderbirds have always been a dominant organization in Colorado, but the Rampage here are absolutely poised to take them down. It's been such a great game, such an even matchup. I can't wait to see not only what the rest of this game has, but as well as the rest of the season series as this season goes along.
Two teams vying for a state championship. Both will be in the state playoffs, but vying for a state championship. The winner will advance to the Rocky Mountain Districts with a chance to move on to the national championship, which will take place at the end of March, 1st of April. A lot of hockey to go this year. Rampage, 24 seconds left to go on this penalty kill. It looks like Derek Fry will step in, number 27, and Jeremiah Roberts will take the draw here. .7:52 left here in the second period. It's 3-1 Thunderbirds. Roberts loses the draw. Thunderbirds will gain possession. Throws it into the corner, trying to get it set up. And the half wall up top. They'll have some times. Comes across the ice, back down low. Tipped out front, back in the corner. Cycle back down deep. Comes up top to the half wall. We'll pass it to the defenseman. And to the middle of the ice off of, that was number 9. Crawford couldn't connect there, and Thunderbirds are no longer on the power play. Rampage kill it off full strength, but there's a back turnover back behind the net. Shot on net, it's in the back of the net. Weird angle. Looked like the Rampage defenseman just lost it, and the Thunderbirds connect, fired on roller, and somehow that one found its way behind him.
Absolutely. It's one of those things where it just, it gets lost in front of the net. The goalie loses it, the defenseman loses it, and unfortunately the Thunderbirds player did not lose it. But nevertheless, here we go. 3 more shots to tie it up.
4-1 Rampage. Hayden Hunter loses the draw. Up the ice and dumped down deep by the T-Birds. Chased down by Mason Root. Root turns with it. Comes out of the corner off his backhand. Nice play by Root. Gets knocked down. Maintains the shot by Root. Save made by Roller. So Root doing a good job coming across. Took a nice whack there on the arm. It looks like he's a little shaken up. We'll go to the face-off circle. And the draw will come to the right of Roller. Face-off one back. Fired around the boards. And out of the zone. Hewitt will dump it back deep. And here comes the Rampage. Number 17, Keegan Bradshaw takes a check. Loses the puck. And Gleesman can't quite get to it. Here comes Mason Root. Good back pressure there provided by Bradshaw. And here comes Thunderbirds 2-on-1. He's got Gleesman. Gleesman can't quite get to it. Pankey steers it aside. Gleesman cycles it back down deep. Picked up there by Bradshaw. Up top, shot on net. Tipped by Hayden Hunter. Goes wide. Smith with it. To Hewitt. Hewitt up, and Root can't get it out. It goes back to Hewitt. He'll backhand it to the middle of the ice. Good passing play here. Here comes Root. Toe drag shot. Goes wide. And the Thunderbirds maintain possession, although Roberts will pick it off here and get it down deep. Opportunity shot. Pass across. Big save by Pankey. Stays out of the net. Lou with a heck of a shot. Fleeceman saw Lou streaking. Lou gets it right off his stick, and Pankey makes the save. I don't know how that didn't go in.
Man, I wish my eyes had slow motion so I could see whether or not that crossed it. But based on eyesight, it did not cross the line fully. So we're going to have a face-off down in the Thunderbird zone.
Great play by the Rampage. Coming into the zone with some speed. Lou unable to bury it. Pankey stands tall there. Could have been easily a 4-2 hockey game. Instead, it remains 4-1 with 5:51 left to go here in the first. Roberts wins it to Lou. And Lou gets it knocked off his stick, and the Thunderbirds are able to clear the zone. And we'll get an offsides. We'll face off in the neutral zone.
Rampage just need to keep getting those opportunities. You just got to get those pucks to the front of the net. Sure doesn't need to be a pretty goal. It just needs to bounce off that goalie.
Jack Freitas will step in to take the draw. Playing with Sawyer. And then number 18, Cal Kellenberg. Tripped in by Kellenberg. Sawyer will skate after it. Pressure here. Freitas with it. Throws it up top to the point. Shot on net. Save made by Pankey. Went off his blocker. And
great
found
opportunity.
the back of the net for a face-off.
Great opportunity there for the Rampage. Getting it up to the point, getting a clear shot on that. Got a tip. Fortunately, it just went a little bit high, but you just want to keep doing the same thing. Keep doing that. That puck's going to hit the back of the net. That's for sure.
Freitas steps in with the draw again, this time to the right of Pankey. And once again, Freitas with the win. Although defenseman could have stepped down and got that there. That'll be reported as a loss, but he did win it cleanly back. Going up the ice. And we'll get an icing here. As defenseman Kenny Default trying to make a play, can't. Another icing. And we'll get a face-off back down in the Rampage defensive zone to the right of Zach Roller.
Luckily in this age group there isn't a changing penalty for icing, so the Rampage were able to get a full change and get some fresh legs out there.
Face off won by the T-Birds, but the Rampage are able to maintain possession. Here comes 27 for the Rampage up the ice. Passes in front, that was Hunter passing in front. And 27 Fay will back check. He's got Mason Blair chasing it down. We'll get a whistle and an icing. Face off back down in the Thunderbirds defensive zone. This one will go to the left of Bronson Pankey. Derek Fry stays on the ice with Hayden Hunter. And number 21, Roman Brown for the Rampage. And Hunter loses the draw. Tried to tie it up and have his wing come in, just couldn't do it. Thunderbirds maintain possession.
Nice poke check on McMichael there by McMichael there to stop them up just a little bit and halt that fast rush they had going.
Blair battling in the corner with help from Hayden Hunter. Trying to work it loose. Squirts up to the top, back across, top of the point. Shot on net, Roller with the save, and he'll cover. So some low to high action. D to D, shot on net. Roller makes the save with traffic in front. 4:22 left to go in the period. And we'll get a face off to his right. And the Rampage will get a change. Ferniak on D. In there with Evan Ames. Roberts will take the draw. He's got Gleesman with him. And number 17, Keegan Bradshaw. Puck kept in by the Thunderbirds. Turn, skates out the corner. Nice check there, and Rampage will clear it. Down the length of the ice, and we'll get an icing. So I'd like to see a little bit more possession and transition coming out as a unit instead of just throwing it up the ice. A lot of icings, and it really chops the game up. Just not a lot of flow here.
Absolutely. A lot of this game boils down to possession. You know, in the Rampage, they're hanging in there, they're playing really hard, but we're just not possessing the puck just enough. Throwing it around just a little bit more than we need to.
Off the draw, Gleesman loses the handle on it. Had it on his stick for a moment. And here comes Roberts now. Roberts with the speed. Nice move by Roberts. Shot! Save made by Pankey. So Roberts showing off why he's a WHL draft pick.
And you can see why, Sean. The speed with which he came into the zone, the confidence with which he made that move, and he put that shot on. Went just a little wide for a goal scoring opportunity, but nevertheless put it on net, made the opportunity happen, and they're able still to get the face-off in the offensive zone.
Face-off to the right of Pankey. Roberts will take it. Keegan Bradshaw to his left. Gunnar Gleesman to his right. And the T-Birds trying to get it out of their zone, and the Rampage doing a nice job providing a little bit of pressure here. Wrapped around the wall. All the way down. Icing called. And we'll get another face-off.
Lots of throwing the puck around for both teams, I'm noticing. It's not just, I've been talking about the Rampage, but both teams really. They've been just kind of throwing the puck around. It may be part of the Thunderbirds, stretch pass scheme, but it's ended up in a lot of icings and a lot of offsides so far. Maybe both teams can get a little hold of the puck more.
Freitas loses the draw. Thunderbirds pick it up back down the net. Smith reverses. Skates back on his net, passes, and it'll be reversed back down deep in the zone. Smith will chase after it. Sleesman. And that was Sleesman providing pressure there. Here comes the Thunderbirds into their zone. Pass across, broken up. And here comes Rampage. Can't get it out of their zone. Inerrant pass. And the Thunderbirds back at it here. Freitas battling for it. Lou will get it, dump it down deep. And James Lou on the forecheck here. Doesn't have much help there as the Rampage complete a change. Thunderbirds trying to chip to that player supporting coming from the middle of the ice. Gets bottled up, but they do get possession in their zone. Here come the Thunderbirds. Throw it on Roller. Roller makes the save and he'll cover.
Smart move by Trent White there to settle it down. They clearly needed a change. It was a bit hassled. To set it into the goalie, let him settle it down, start anew. Sometimes that's the best thing you can do in the defensive zone.
2:36 left to play here in the second period. Thunderbirds 4, Rampage 1. Roberts on the draw. To the left of goaltender Zach Roller. And Roberts going to get kicked out of the draw here.
Swingers are having a hard time staying put today on both sides.
Keegan Bradshaw will come in this time. And Bradshaw unable to win it. Thunderbirds get a shot off the draw, just goes wide. Chipped out of the zone. Gunnar Gleesman now with it. Gleesman throws to the middle of the ice, can't quite connect with Bradshaw. And kept in there. Hit away by Roberts. Thrown up front. Roberts can't quite connect. And here comes the Thunderbirds. Ooh, big slash there by Gleesman. Not called. Referee keeps the whistle in his pocket. Chipped up to Bradshaw. Bradshaw to Gleesman. Gleesman throws it into the Thunderbirds defenseman. Roberts with the hit in the neutral zone. And here comes Mason Root. Root skates across. Root fires. Save made by Roller. Rebound. Another save made by Roller. As T-Bird stand and try to jam his pads. We're going to face off to his left with 1:51 left to play.
It's a great physical shift by the Rampage. Don't want to get too sucked into the physicality that you get out of position. It looked like we might have been a little bit out of position towards the end of the play there, but nevertheless, great physical play right by the Rampage. I think that's one way to turn it around here.
Rampage win the draw, try to trip it out of their zone. They do. Yep, we're gonna get icing's waved off. And Crawford for the T-Birds gets it out of his own zone. Berniak tries to force it in the middle. Picked off. Oh, dangerous play by Couture for the Thunderbirds as he stand on it a couple times. And Sawyer providing all kinds of pressure here. And Hunter almost got it on his stick and an opportunity for a shot. So good play by Sawyer as Couture struggled to get that puck out of his zone. Here comes Crawford for the T-Birds. Defenseman Crawford skates it down deep, throws it in the middle of the ice, block there. And Crawford will skate with it. Puck thrown around the other side. Ferniak now. Ferniak off the boards, out of the zone. And the Rampage throwing it to the middle to nobody. It'll be no icing, and Hayden Hunter will skate after it. Hunter now after nice check put on, separating the puck there by Roman Brown. Gave Hunter a little bit of time, but wasn't able to do anything with it there.
No, it was a great opportunity though, but just nothing came of it. But nevertheless, the Rampage have spent some great time down in this offensive zone. I'm hoping they can win the draw here, spend a couple more minutes down here, get a few more shots on goal, and hey, maybe put one past this goaltender.
Freitas will take the draw. Right-handed shot, stepping in, will win it clean. Shot on net, tip, and goes wide. Freitas now, back to his defenseman. Shot back in. Rampage will chase. Freitas gets there first. Gets knocked down, and Thunderbirds possess the puck, and they'll break it out cleanly here. Kenny Default playing D. Good job by Default to step up. Good stick, and here comes Default. He'll join the rush and lead the rush. Shot on net. Hanky with the glove save goes high. Default will continue to follow down, and the Thunderbirds trying to get it out of their zone here. That'll do it at the end of the second period. So a little opportunity there, a little bit of some energy for the Rampage to finish off that period. It's a 4-1 hockey game. Thunderbirds over the Rampage. We'll take a break here. and come back after this commercial message. All right, welcome back to Monument Ice Rinks. Start of the third period here. Rampage down 4-1. Gonna have to find a way to get some possession time, David, and get some shots on net. They've got to find the back of the net here if they want to have a shot, and it's gonna have to come pretty soon.
Absolutely. I think that was a great way to finish off that period, especially knowing that there's just going to be a short break between periods. They finished on the offensive. Hopefully they can win this draw. They got their top line out right now. Hopefully we can get down in that zone and bury a puck right now.
Jeremiah Roberts will center up. Peyton Schliesman. James Liu on the right side. Liu to White. White to Roberts. Roberts tried to hit. Schliesman can't. And the Thunderbirds with it in their own zone. D-to-D play that goes from the wing back to the D. Good pressure there by the Rampage as Roberts skating with it. Liu with it now. Up top, shot goes high and wide. We're going to get a high stick. Touched by the Thunderbirds, so it'll be negated. And good breakout by the Thunderbirds. Here they come, dump it down deep. They'll get a wholesale line change. Rampage will have some time here as all 5 players for the Thunderbirds change. Pass up to Liu. He'll chip it in. And we're going to get an icing as he wasn't quite far enough on that chip play. We're going to face off back in the D zone here to the right of Zach Roller.
So far we've seen great speed out of the Rampage. All they got to do is win this face-off, get out of the zone. If they keep up that momentum they've established so far, I think we'll spend some time down in the other zone.
Hayden Hunter wins the draw. Number 19, Nathan Ames with it. Can't get it out of the zone. Shot goes wide. Gleesman with it. Gleesman tries to chip it out. Doesn't. Puck stays in. Got to get it out of the zone there. That's a tough turnover right inside the danger zone, inside your own defensive zone here. Thunderbirds now with some offensive pressure. Shot tip. Oh. Squeaks through the crease. Mason Root with it. Root passes it, gives it to his defenseman. Thrown back down in the corner. Thrown in front of the net. Mason Root will be on the far side. Root with it. Turned over by Gleesman. Gleesman chips it out of the zone. Down the ice, and we will get another icing. And a face-off back down in the Rampage defensive zone. So unable to get it out there. A turnover up at the blue line earlier in that shift. And that caused all kinds of problems. With the Rampage on their heels a little bit here with 15:28 left to go. They'll get a new line on the ice. Freitas will step in to take the draw. Sawyer with him. Kyle Kellenberg off his stick as it was wrapped around, and we'll get another icing.
While it was a good thing for Thomas Ferniak there to get it around behind the net, Ideally, if you have that much time, you want to make a tape-to-tape pass, because unfortunately the winger wasn't able to get to the wall in time, and now we're back in the zone.
Davis wins the draw. He'll skid out of it himself. Nice chip up to Sawyer. Sawyer's knocked off the play. Jack Freitas after it will pick it up on the half wall. Can't quite possess it. Thunderbirds will chip it out of the zone.
Went off a player on the bench.
We're going to face off in the neutral zone.
Thunderbird bench looks like they'll take it down into their zone.
So a good chance here off the draw. Freitas will step in to take it. It's got Kellenberg and Sawyer. And Ferniak and Kenny Default from Bentonville, Arizona on the ice. Sawyer had to step in and take it. He'll lose the draw, and Thunderbirds skate out of it. Untouched. Shot. Roller. Save. Crawford skates out from end to end and fires it on Rower. He'll make the save, and we'll get a face-off to his right.
Nice save by Zachary Roller there. It's not an easy thing for a goalie to take a shot right to the face, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. He was able to bounce it off his chin, wrangle it in, and get the stop.
Change for the Rampage. Robert steps on. Out there with Derek Fry and Roman Brown. Offside. Face off in the neutral zone. 14:47 left to go. It's a 4-1 Thunderbird lead. Rampage desperately needing to get something going offensively. Roberts will take the draw. And it's one to Fry, but Fry turns it right back over to the Thunderbirds. D-to-D pass doesn't connect, gives the Rampage an opportunity on the forecheck here. Roberts does a nice job, but the Thunderbirds are able to clear, and here they come. Across the blue line, a little bit of a fumble there, and here comes the Rampage. Nice play by Fry. Fry to Brown. Here comes Brown. Brown will step back to the middle of the ice and just get eliminated by Crawford. Roberts shot, save made. Here's a rebound shot. Oh, off the post. I thought that was in the back of the net as Roman Brown took a check, got up, skated to the middle of the slot, found the puck on his stick, and went right off the crossbar.
That is some guts right there. He took a big old hit coming through the neutral zone, was able to stand up, gather himself, get that puck, and put it on net. And man, he came half an inch away from a goal.
Aiden Hunter brings his group onto the ice. Peyton Sleesman, along with James Liu. Puck is won, pushed back, all the way back into the Rampage defensive zone. They'll throw it back up the ice, and oh, here's a turnover, almost an opportunity by Sleesman there. Thunderbirds will get possession here, skate across the blue line, nice move. Behind the net, tries to throw it in front, and intercepts. Rampage. Ball turned over there, another danger zone turnover, this time on their own blue line. Williams steps up, blocks that play from materializing. Thunderbirds throw it back down deep. And back in the neutral zone here. Thunderbirds forced to regroup, they'll fire deep in. Puck rings around the wall. Wayne is there to play it. He'll lose it. Oh, there's a high hit on McLaughlin.
Penalty coming up for the Rampage.
He's going to go to the box. Just a very undisciplined penalty there. McLaughlin came in with both hands up, and that's a textbook penalty. Head contact. You just can't do that at this juncture in the game.
Unfortunately, you can come in that aggressive, but you can't make it that easy for the ref. You got to go in shoulder to shoulder, stick on stick, just like they teach you. If you come in with your hands up, your stick off the ice, you're not trying to make a play on the puck, you're just making a play on that guy's face, and that's a penalty every time.
So 13:09 left. The Rampage now having to kill this off. giving the Thunderbirds another opportunity on the power play. And a chance to really put this game away. Shot by Crawford, save made by Roller. Easy save for him as Crawford pulled that puck to the middle of the ice and put it right in his gut. Crucial face-off coming up here in the D zone. Freitas will step in, going up against Hazelwood. And Thunderbirds will win that one. Gets it across, shot on net, Roller with the save, rebound. And cleared out of the zone. Thunderbirds will have to regroup. Good stick by Freitas. And here comes the Thunderbirds. Back across the blue line, offsides, one too many moves. We've seen that quite a few times tonight. Players that can easily take that puck wide and they're wanting to come back through the middle of the ice. Either taking it offsides or they're getting stepped up on pretty heavily.
It's a habit you see a lot. You know, obviously you want to head towards the net, but that's not always the smartest play. Sometimes you got to drive wide, let your other guys get into the zone, then you can develop something.
Thunderbirds maintain possession as Rampage unable to clear the zone. Up top now, Crawford back over as the Thunderbirds will set up in a bit of a umbrella setup here. A little bit of movement, shot on net, save made by Roller, hit his blocker. As the Thunderbirds maintain possession, another shot, knocked down.
Great block by Ferniak.
Ferniak probably was the one that hit that. Ferniak or Sawyer took that one. Thunderbirds. Shot goes wide. They maintain possession. Throw it back down. Hazelwood can't get to it. Up on the half wall. Throws it back up top. Crawford now with it. Walks to the middle. That's back over. And here's Root. Root with it. Root. Nice cross ice pass. And Gaines Ponce unable to bury it. But again, we've seen that a few times tonight. Nice look by Mason Root to get that puck across, trying to find that seam. Leisman can't clear it. And the Thunderbirds stay with it here in the zone. Root up top. Crawford. Shot blocked by Ferniak again. Root with it. Root will turn. Off the half wall, tries to make a move. Still maintains possession. Root still with it here. Comes through the top of the slot. Circle, shot on net. Block. Another block by Ferniak. That's his third block on this kill. Shot on net, save made by Roller. Rebounds loose. Ferniak without a stick. Pontus with it. Ponce with it now. Ponce, top of the blue line. Shot block. That's a good block there by Blair. Ferniak gets off the ice as his stick's laying in two pieces. So
gutsy kill by the Rampage there. It was lots of great shot blocks, lots of movement. Making sure to keep them to the outside, not letting those guys get a free shot. It's a great power play. It's not fun, and it doesn't look pretty, but they sure got the job done. Now they're back on 5-on-5. Get some even strength going and get in their offensive zone.
10:44 left to go here in the third period. Roberts will take this draw. Wins it back to White. White loses it. And Thunderbirds had it. Give it back to White. It's out of the zone. Chased down now by Lou. Lou picks it up, throws it to the middle. Can't quite connect. He was looking to find Sleesman there. Throwing up top. White shot. Tipped by Roberts. Goes wide. Roberts will collect it out of the corner. Skates up top. Passes it. Nice pass across. Shot on net by White. Blocked. Picked up now by Lou. Lou cycles it back down deep. Sleesman gets tipped and out of the play. And we'll get a face-off. Freitas, Sawyer, and Kellenberg make the jump over the boards, and they'll replace Roberts' line. And we'll see if Rampage lose the draw. Actually, they'll maintain a little bit of possession here, but the Thunderbirds, after an errant pass, here comes the T-Birds. Thrown down to the slot, can't quite connect. Shot from the point, blocked there by Freitas. Ames with it, off the glass, out of the zone. Rampage will chase it down. Jack Freitas picks it up. Here he comes. Cross the blue line. Skates to the middle. Shot on net by Freitas. Good stick save by Pankey. As Freitas was looking for his blocker side, going high there. Cleared out of the zone by the T-Birds. And chased down by Roman Brown. Roman Brown with some speed around his net. Here Roman Brown comes up the ice. Brown has it picked off. And does a nice job coming back up to the puck after turning it over. Some sloppy play in the neutral zone, however, and the Thunderbirds are able to pick it up. Good job there by McLaughlin stepping up after serving his 2 and 10 back on the ice here. He takes a check on the half wall, gets some help from Hunter. Nice job. Those two team up. Puck's out of the zone. Here comes Fry. Fry chasing it down here. Well, Thunderbirds able to get out of their zone. I'm just struggling to see the second guy, David. We're seeing good pressure from the F1. Not seeing a lot of F2 pressure. And back down to the other end. Some lazy defensive zone work. And that's in the back of the net.
Yeah, that all starts in the Rampage's offensive zone. They let the Thunderbirds off way too easy getting out of that zone. Like you said, they didn't pick up that second guy. We had we're putting great pressure on with our first guy in, but our second guy in, whether it be, picking up rebounds or the open guy, what have you, we just got to put a little bit more pressure, get all 3 forwards down in the zone and putting pressure on those guys.
8:14 left to go, 5-1 hockey game. As the Thunderbirds start to pull away here, we'll see the resolve that the Rampage have, see if they can continue to press. Berniak battling in his zone. He's got help from Roberts. Roberts chips it up. And Bradshaw chips it out of the zone. Gleesman skates after it. And we get a face-off here. Looks like a offsides. With 7:46 left to go in the action. These two teams will be squaring off again tomorrow evening up in Denver for game 2 of the 2-game series. These games with implications for state seedings for the playoffs. Rampage love to at least get a split out of this weekend at the very least, David.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? Even if they do lose by this margin, this isn't a game to be ashamed by. Again, it's early in the season. Not only are they going to play them again tomorrow, but they're going to play them throughout the rest of the year. So they can learn these lessons, take those lessons, apply them to the practice, and it's only going to help them get better.
Freitas off the draw. He loses it. Thunderbirds trying to get it out. It goes up to Ames. Ames gets the shot off. And here comes the T-Birds out of the zone. Ames steps up. Good job pinching his player off. Get some help there from Lou. Lou to Freitas. Here comes Freitas. Freitas tries to chip it in. Can't. He was going to go deep. It's going to line change here. So Freitas off the ice. And a whole set of new forwards out. Left Ames alone for just a minute. All 5 guys out now. White with it. White chips it up the wall. There's to Kellenberg. Here comes Hunter. Aiden Hunter. Hunter shot on net. Save by Thunderbirds goaltender Bronson Pankey. In the zone. Here is Logan McMichael. McMichael with it. He turns, fires it up the ice to Sawyer. Sawyer can't quite connect. He'll have to just chip it up the boards. Thunderbirds now possess. And they'll throw it across in the zone. Rampage will retrieve. D-to-D pass. Up the ice, hits the referee. And Kellenberg will get it deep. Here comes Roberts with an opportunity. Just stepped onto the ice. A chance there with that puck bouncing in the high slot. Not able to get to it though. Shot on net from the point. Save made. Easy one there by Pankey, and we'll get a face-off to his left with 5:57 left to go here in the third period.
Tremendous hustle by Jeremiah Roberts getting off the bench and getting a part of that play. You know, one thing as a coach, you'd love to see him, though, rather than putting that pass through traffic into the middle of the ice, you'd love to see him make the easy play up to his point so he can get to the front of the net. But nevertheless, great hustle by Roberts to get down in there, get that puck down in the zone, and set up this face-off.
Rampage lose the draw, and here comes the Thunderbirds out of their defensive zone. And back into the Rampage D zone. Puck thrown out front. Comes up to the point. Shot on net. Roller makes the save, and it's tipped over into the netting. And Zach Roller comes out to cut down that angle. Bounces off his blocker and rolls over the top of the net and out of play. Freitas back on the ice.
Well, they got 5 minutes left in this game. There's certainly opportunity to put some back on the board.
Blair with it. Tries to get it out. Thunderbirds will keep it in. To the middle of the ice. Shot. Blocked there by Ferniak. Freitas. Bradshaw. Bradshaw can't get it out. Freitas tries to chip it out, but a great job by his with some good hand-eye coordination there to keep it in. Finally, it'll be cleared down the length of the ice as Blair will ice it for the Rampage, and we'll get a face-off back in their defensive zone. With 5:15 left to go. Tune in again to WSBN.TV on Sunday. 10:15 Sunday morning for the Rampage Thunderbirds 16U game, followed up doubleheader action, followed up by the 18U Rampage Thunderbirds game. Default fires it down the ice, and we'll get another icing.
You can kind of see it in them. We're throwing the puck around. We're not going for tape-to-tape passes. We're just trying to get out of the zone. You can't let the score get to you. You got to fight through, try and make those offensive plays, finish that game on a good note.
Hayden Hunter steps in to take the draw. He'll lose it to Hazelwood. Hazelwood. Half wall, down deep, all with it. He gets hit from behind, but no call there. Back up to Sleesman. Chips it to Lou. Lou can't connect. Back to Default. We'll have to chase back. Default throws it up the ice. Blocked by Hazelwood. So he'll fire it around the other way. White now. White, Sleesman, he chips it to Hayden Hunter. Here comes Hunter. Nice pass to Lou. Lou shot. Just goes wide. Another shot on net. I don't think that one hit the net either. Tough to tell. Good opportunity there for the Rampage. Unable to connect. And here comes the Thunderbirds. Out of their zone. Hayes. Step up. Thunderbirds will dump it in. And now he's trying to. Oh, big hit.
Goodness.
Off on that was Hunter. Just a dangerous hit as he came in. High hit to the head. That's just a hit you don't like to see on the forecheck, and we'll see what the officials do here. He's going to go to the box, certainly for 2 minutes. We'll see if it's more. He's calling for a hit to the head.
2 and a 10.
It'll be a 2 and a 10.
You know, whether it's a charging a hit to the head, it was a bit of a rough shot. You know, you don't need to necessarily make that hit. You can just let the person go. You know, the rules have changed over the years. Maybe about 5 years ago, 3 years ago, that was a clean hit. But the emphasis on player safety, especially regarding head injuries, is ramped up this year. So, or in the last couple of years. So you really, you know, there's a space in hockey for big hits, but sometimes you just got to ease off, like we've seen throughout the game. It's been a couple of big hits where, you know, they could have eased off just a little bit. maybe a couple years it's legal, but with the emphasis on, protecting the players and keeping everyone safe, that's the call that needs to be made.
Rampage will have an opportunity on the power play here. Hayden Hunter will take the draw. And we're going to get another penalty here. So we're going to get an unsportsmanlike penalty. So
It's like a bench minor.
We called him a bench minor or just a 10-minute? No, we are going to go 5 on 3. So
got another penalty from the bench.
Some players from the Rampage or from the Thunderbirds bench chirping the Rampage players, and the official's not going to have it. So we've got a 5 on 3 and an opportunity for the Rampage here, as they'll take a timeout, and we'll take advantage of the timeout and go to a quick break here on Rampage TV.
At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from Blackjack Stewart Arena off Highway 3 in Pilot Mound.
With an opportunity, 3:55 left to go in the game, and they're going to be on a 5 on 3 power play for the next 2 minutes.
Well, they got 2 minutes to play around with some open ice. Hopefully we can get some shots on net, maybe make this game a little more interesting here.
Hayden Hunter wins the draw up top. And Roberts now with it. Roberts passes across, throws the middle to Freitas. Freitas shot on net, save made by Pinky.
Ref just lost sight of the puck there.
Logan McMichael and White, Trent White, playing D here on this power play. One back by Hunter, across to White. White back over to McMichael. Freitas down low, battling for it. So they're going to help from Roberts. Roberts gets it up top. McMichael across to White. White, shot blocked. They'll have to retreat, couldn't get to it. Thunderbirds will pull it down the ice. And we're going to get an icing here. 3:08 left to go. So the 5 on 3, haven't seen a lot of puck movement yet.
Not quite. They're starting to get it going, but it's, I'm not sure if it's the communication factor or just the jitters. But we're not making a lot of tape-to-tape passes. I think their scheme's set up perfectly. I think if we just complete those passes, we're going to be in good shape.
Hunter wins the draw. Roberts up top to McMichael. He throws it over to White. White to Roberts. Thunderbirds okay, letting them just stay out in this perimeter here. Roberts with it. Passes it across. Shot, save made. Off the Panky's pad. Roberts now with it to White. White back to Roberts. Roberts, one-timer, goes high. Freitas net front, had to duck there as that one was going way high. White back over to McMichael. McMichael, shot. Shot goes wide. Roberts with it again. Roberts, saucer passes over. McMichael, shot on net, tipped by Freitas. Save made. Battling down there with Hayden Hunter.
Nice pressure. Making sure that we got 3 guys on their 2 guys.
Michael helps out as the Thunderbirds player just falls on the puck. And we'll get a whistle. 17 seconds left to go on the 5-on-3 advantage. 2:11 left to go in the game.
And for any younger players watching, that's something you're always going to hear growing up. When you're on the power play, you want to have the person advantage. So if they send 1 guy into the corner, you're going to send 2. If they send 2, you're going to send 3. You have the advantage, so why not?
James Liu will step in, wins the draw here. Griezmann tries to pass it up top. Another errant pass. Ames will have to go the length of the ice to pick it up. Ames to Bradshaw off the tip play.
Even strength here.
Shot on net. Hankey makes a save. 5-on-5 now. 1:45 left to go and counting. Bradshaw cycles it back for Lou. Lou with it. Lou gets knocked down. Puck thrown out front. Griezmann tries to get a whack at it. Does. Puck goes wide though. Griezmann will chase it. Throws it back down deep. And Thunderbirds out of their own zone. Picked off there nicely by Default. Here he comes. Shot on net. It's a Thunderbirds defensive shin pad and goes wide. Ames now with it. Ames throws it down deep. Bradshaw collects it. Tries to get it to Lou. Back up to Ames. Ames back down to Bradshaw. Fay with it now. Fry with it. Sorry. There's Fry up top. And we're going to get an offside, so the Rampage have to regroup there. Going down deep, and we're going to get an icing. 53.9 seconds left to go. This one is all but in the books. Just about.
Yep. It looks like it, Sean. You know, I always say there's 53 chances left in the game, but, you know, odds are they're probably not going to score 4. But nevertheless, we have 53 seconds to finish out this game strong and lead into tomorrow, so you can have a good momentum going into the rematch.
Roberts loses the draw. Thunderbirds will fire it around the boards. No ice in here. Ferniak. He goes back to get it. Gets it to his D partner. And out of the zone. Not quite out of the zone. Able to get it out of the zone. Battle along the half wall here. And we'll get an offsides. 25.5 seconds left to go in this one. So a disappointing night for the Rampage. Looked full of promise early. Just couldn't put the puck past Pankey tonight. Couldn't generate a lot of offense. Chipped out of the zone. Sawyer will throw it down deep. 15 seconds left. Sawyer on the forecheck. That'll about do it. Rampage. Clayton Sneakman will straight after it. One more hit there by Mason Root. And that's it. The Colorado Thunderbirds 5, Rampage 1. Tough night for the home team. They'll look to regroup tonight and get back to action tomorrow up in Denver. We'll be back here, David, on Sunday morning with the 16U and the 18U teams, completing a Sunday doubleheader of hockey action here on WSBN Sports. I want to thank David Cunliffe, my color commentator.
Well, thank you, Sean. It's been a pleasure.
And I want to thank Carson Moon and Aaron Cunliffe, our camera operator, for producing this home game here in Monument Rinks. On behalf of Rampage TV and WSBN Sports, thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here live on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock.
Hope to see you there.